we've got a lot of guys that we're trying to work, a lot of guys we're trying to rep. I think it's going to become a more clear picture as we get into scout teams and stuff. We're going to take the next couple of days and we're going to do some season prep, and then we're going to go all Wofford prep starting Monday. And so as you start really repping two groups, you know, it kind of gets concentrated a little bit more, and I think that'll become clear. I mean, we know who our first guys are, and we know Pagano is going to help us, and you know, we know that you know, those backup ends, Yergin is going to help us. Austin Bryant is coming on. We've got Dane Rogers. We moved back out to end. He's in a little better spot for him right now competitively with our numbers inside. So, you know, we'll see how it all plays out. But we got a bunch of, the good news is we got a good group that's all scrapping and competing for playing time, which is going to make us better and create the edge that we need. A lot of hungry guys over there in that defensive line.
How about the injuries today?
No, I think it came through it okay. G-Hop got the air knocked out of him, but he was able to jog off, so I assume he's okay.
Time for one more question.
Nobody's really talked about the tight end group this year. Is there anybody that's really distinguished himself?
Leggett. He had a
57.
I was going to say about a 60-yard touchdown today. Leggett has had by far, I mean, not even close, the best camp, best practices that he's had since he's been at Clemson. He's just gotten serious about it. He's decided he's going to work hard. He's going to bring it every day. He's got the right look in his eye. Seconder is just giving us everything he's got. You just count on him. He's been solid too. He's still working his way back. And then you got you know, Milan and Cannon are just young bucks that have both shown some good flashes and are going to have to help us this year. But the guy that has really jumped out is Garrett Williams. He's going to be able to help this football team. JJ has had his moments. You know, we all know his talent. Has quietly had a solid camp. So we'll see if he can continue to work his way down that path.
Real quick, who do you like in nickel?
Who do I like at nickel? Well, Travis is our starter, and that's what he started at his whole year as a freshman. He played nickel for us and was a freshman All-American there, so he's got a lot of experience. And then Dorian O'Daniel, those two guys really give us a good 1-2 punch at that position. That's one of the better positions, I think, on our team, is with Travis and Dorian, and then TJ Burrell.
Biggest decisions you're going to have to make over the next week or so?
Yeah, I think you know, that's what we're doing tomorrow as we start to kind of split up and get into scout teams. We're really kind of you know, we're going to kind of back up from all the install that we've had and then slowly start adding it back as we start game planning for our first game. But you know, we kind of enter a new mode going against the scout team and really having, when you cut back on your numbers and you send some of the guys over to scout team, and now, you know, some of those backups have to be able to play multiple positions and just figuring out where your best guys go. I mean, just like at the receiver position, you know, if something happens with one of my guys, I've got a lot of different options. So I've got to determine what is the right move. Do you move this guy in, and who's your next best fourth guy? You know, is it Trevion or is it Hopper? And then that affects the whole group. So I think that's really what you start looking at here over the next 2 weeks.
Who's your best run blocking receiver?
Best run blocking receiver, I would probably say Artavis Scott out there on the perimeter. He's really improved his game, and of the opportunities that they get, he's probably done the best job so far.
Same question, tight ends.
Tight ends, Garrett Williams. Jordan Leggett has improved a lot. Really pleased where he is, but Garrett brings something a little bit different to that group.
Will Garrett push for playing time?
Oh yeah. I mean, Coach Swinney will make his decisions as it goes, and if he's a guy we play this year, then that means we've got a lot of confidence that he can go in and have an impact and continue to grow within the offense.
Is it primarily his blocking prowess, or is he catching the ball well too?
I think he does both well. We've had some guys around here that were more just in that fullback mode, that really that was their specialty, and maybe they were a liability when they got outside. But you know, Garrett, you know, I think he has a good balance of both of those, and that's really what you're looking for in that position. We've got some guys that maybe came in as receivers, big receivers, and having to kind of learn that way. We have some guys that came in more as a heavy tight end that's kind of having to grow in the passing game. And you know, Garrett's a guy that can really do all of those pretty well. But again, he's a freshman. He's got to have a chance to get some experience and get his feet wet. But he's a guy that has kind of been a buzz around the building about him this fall camp.
Coach Swinney kind of chooses his words carefully when he talks about JJ's potential contributions. What's your perspective?
Yeah, I think JJ's had he's had a good fall camp. JJ's kind of been in that category that Jermon Hawker's in, as far as talented but inconsistent. And there's a lot of things that play into that on the field and off the field. But really, it's been as smooth 3 or 4 weeks as we've had with him. And now it's just challenging him that once school starts, being able to stay consistent off the field so that he can have an opportunity to play on the field. But he's a talented player, but he's just got to put it all together. And we've seen positive signs, but we've also seen those before. So, we're very cautiously optimistic, and he's got to go out there and prove it week after week, before he really inserts himself in for major playing time.